It says I'm live, but am I really? Apparently so. Cool. All right. Cool. Real quick, we're going to paste the link to my stream in Discord, both my clan Discord and the Learn to Raid official community Discord. So people can check that out. Paste, and I'll let my clanmates know. Doing a bit of live streaming. And we should be good to go. The question is, the real question is, okay, yes, you guys can hear me. Probably should have checked that sooner. All right, so we got an hour before live arena's active. I guess I did my math wrong. I thought I was going to be live right now, but it's okay. We got plenty of energy to spend. I still need to do my Doom Tower hard keys, and we'll just do some classic arena in the meantime. Never gonna give you up. I watched one too many April Fool's YouTube videos. Now I got the Rickroll song stuck in my head. That's what that was. Sketchy song, to be fair. Has a tendency to stick in your head. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and hurt you. Or however it goes. People are trickling in. What's up, guys? Okay. Can I? Probably not gonna outspeed that guy. Generally just look at the level of the player. And if they're higher level, I just assume that their speed gear is better. I should do okay against this fella. That would have to be one fast Mountain King to get me. But I think, damn, that was just a counterattack too. This bomb should get him. Stop attacking him, he's counterattacking. You fools! Let him take a turn. There he goes, okay. Whew, it's getting a little sketchy there. Alright. Yeah, well, an hour and 15 minutes, man. It's okay. I got other stuff to do in the meantime. Actually, I'm not going to bother with this right now. I do want to jump into Faction Wars real quick. I don't know how many times I need to click on it. Got to get those forge materials and glyphs. Do I have a quest for Faction Wars that I need to make sure I don't screw up? Like, don't die or something like that. No? Looks like, okay. Looks like we're good. Just need to get her done. Oh, my big one doesn't have gear anymore. I stole it. Crap, I'm going to put some gear on him. I put it on my... What's her name? Skull Crown. And she's does Nightmare Campaign a lot faster than my big one. Here he is. Okay, he's still got a couple pieces. This shouldn't be too bad. This looks like we can get 2 pieces of lethal on him, and he'll be in 2 good sets here. I want shield and boots. Just To narrow it down. Attack percentage, huh? What's his crit rate at? I don't really care about him being crit capped or anything like that, but this is just for Faction Wars. But if we could find crit rate, speed, damage, 25. Damn, that's a lot of crit rate. And what's the speed at? Probably want speed boots if I could find them. If not, I'll just put some attack boots on him. I don't really care. Oh, okay. Attack boots. Do I have some with speed? He's got a little speed. Okay. Yep, good enough for Faction Wars. Alright, let's get in there. Wait, what? Oh, I thought this was right here was big and I got confused. Sorry. They're both giant oafish creatures with similar attack animations. Yeah, he's doing just fine with this gear. Maybe. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn the in-game sound on, the music and stuff. I'll do that after this. Man, I got that song stuck in my head. I almost started singing it again, but I decided I'd spare you guys. You're welcome. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Sorry, I couldn't. It's in there. Once it's in, it's in. There's no getting it out. Well, if Ugo hadn't weak hit on him the first time around, this would already be over. As long as we don't drop his turn meter. Okay. I think Maneater. Yeah, there it is. Okay, well. I don't think he's gonna get back to it in time to do it again. Biggin has a little bit of turn meter control in his kit too. Plus the decreased speed from Bellower is slowing him down. At least we've decreased his accuracy. Oh, son of... I can't take it off auto either. Okay. I might just... If that happens one more time, I'm just going to exit the thing. Give him a turn. Give him a turn. There we go. All right, we're good. Let's turn this off. Ooh, speed glyph. Nice. Okay, let's turn these. I am not anywhere near entertaining enough, I think, in my opinion, to get by without this crutch. So we're going to turn those on. That's a little better. A little bit of ambience, as they say. If you're French, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. So what's everybody think about Live Arena so far? I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts. Me personally, I think it's interesting. I'm not fond of how it's only like open during certain hours of the day. Because for me, it's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning, and it will be 2 o'clock in the morning by the time it opens. And I did not see it open earlier. I wasn't really looking, but like, I don't know. Seems weird. Like, I get that it's just like in the beta right now, but I think like once it goes fully live, they should just have it open. I don't know. Like, how many people play Raid Shadow Legends? There's got to be like tons of people who play, right? Like I don't know. Like, okay, for example, when I play Magic the Gathering Arena, they've got like Constructed, which is like the standard way to play. You log in, you build a deck, you queue up for a match, and then you find an opponent. And then they have like other ways to play too. Like they have like little in-game tournaments, for lack of a better word for them. And you can just do that anytime you want. And I know that's not how most people play the game, but they're able to like still find people matches. And they also have like draft, where you like build your deck live against other people using the same card pool. And you can just do that whenever you want. It seems silly to me that they would put a timer on it, because this game is already like such a time sink as it is. And if people want to just putting such a narrow window on when people are allowed to play your game is just really dumb, I think. So far, that's my only complaint. I know it's been kind of, I also know it's not open to everybody, but I jumped in there this morning. I think 30-minute time limit is too long. I actually had a game go for the full 30 minutes. This is a mobile game. It's a idle RPG, right? Like, it's meant to be, you're supposed to be able to play it AFK. You know, let it do its thing in the background. I think, and I could have hit auto and let it go, but there was a chance I could have won. I just got really bad RNG with Brimstone procs, like the timing that they were going off, and they weren't landing frequently enough, and I don't know. I could have won, so I wanted to stick it in there. Or stick in there, not stick it in there. That's completely different implications. All right, let me do Doom Tower real quick. I want to show off my Seer team. I'm really proud of it. It's been cruising. The only hiccups I've run into so far are War Chief? War Chief. Not Warlord. War Chief. He's got the Reflect damage passive, and that killed my Seer. So that was a bummer. I had to just go back to my old crowd control style team. And then Torments were a pain in the butt, but I got through it. It took me a few tries to get past the Torment waves. Cupidus, I think, is going to be another issue that I run into. I might have to switch from Vizix to Yakarl the Scourge for my crowd control champion against Cupidus waves, but we'll see. Because those counterattacks are they're gonna get me. Got a resist on decreased defense over here, and then a resist on weaken right here up front. So those are just unfortunate resists. It's a lot of Venus. Venuses. I do plan on doing a full guide on this team. It can work with 2 Renegade because I have the crowd control with Vizix. But I want to wait until I'm sure that it can go all the way up to the top of Doom Tower before I make a guide on it. I would feel very foolish if I put the guide out and then found out that the way I've got my team built isn't good enough. And then people would be like, hey man, I tried to build your team and then it sucks. And I'd be like, oh yeah, sorry. My bad. So definitely want to make sure it's fully functional before I put the guide out. So that should be coming, I don't know, next week or the week after. We're on floor 82. And Doom Tower reset last weekend, I think. So yeah, it should be out by next weekend. That's definitely something I'm going to be working on. Ooh. Oh, wait, never mind. They just resisted the provoke. So as long as this Delver doesn't kill me, no, kill my Renegade. That might be a problem. Because I'm gonna be like 3 buffs shy because I don't have Renegade here. So it's gonna be less damage. Oh, it was enough. Okay. I mean, my Seer's got a pretty good build, I'll be honest, but yeah. So far we're cruising. There's the provoke. So yeah, if I had a second Renegade instead of a Kymar, that's just how this wave functions is how the third wave would function as well. So it would just be what just happened there happening again here. But because we have Kymar, the third wave is just faster. It just cuts 5 turns off. Here, watch. I've got a clanmate who uses 2 Renegade. Let's see if they've done these yet. No, okay. Let's go back a week. Best teams. See right here. He's got Renegade, Renegade, Crowd Control. So it's the exact same setup. You know, except he's got 2 Renegades instead of a Kymar. And he's using Molly instead of Vizix, which I think Molly would actually be better if I had her, because she's got that passive turn meter boost. Plus, when she does the provoke, it doesn't wake up the ones who Kymar put to sleep with his A2. And some enemies do have AoE A1s. Uh-oh, we gotta resist on decreased defense. Uppercut. I love Seer's at A1 attack animation, especially when she hits Ultimate Death Knight with it, because Ultimate Death Knight like flails backwards, and just the timing of like the uppercut of her A1 and then like his dying animation is just so epic. It's pretty great. Uh-oh. Mortu Macabre. Okay, well, when his passive goes off, he gets a turn meter boost. So it's very imperative that he gets provoked. Zoop. Looking good. Oh, Valkyrie. Ooh, that could be an issue too. Okay, now we're provoked. All right, we should be okay. I could see how Valks could be an issue. They get really high defense too. But if they do put their, yeah, they just kind of put up an extra buffs for me to strip, so that might actually give me more damage. I don't know. My Seer's got 300 accuracy, which it's enough to like land buff strips like 75% of the time in the high end of Doom Tower hard. I would need like 350 for it to be like super consistent. Oh no. They transferred their debuffs. So one of them doesn't have weaken now. Okay. See, this is like a learning experience for me. Like these are things you don't think about. Like if Spider A1s, does he transfer the deep? Like, you know, I don't know. It's not necessarily something you take into account when you're. There's so many contingencies to account for. It's impossible to just know what all of them could be off the top of your head. Angar has really high defense, so that's not as surprising that we didn't kill him there. But he should be dead, yeah. Now, Seer gains bonus damage from kill streak, but it still wasn't enough. That's kind of crazy. I think it's like 10% more damage. Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh, yikes. Uh-oh, we gotta resist on decreased defense also. Yeah, keep targeting this one. Don't let Angar wake up until we're ready to... Oh, okay. Well, poo-poo. I'm gonna have to run this one again. I'm honestly shocked I didn't kill him. Okay. I have to try this one again. So Angar is a potential. Let me look at his base stats in the index. Oh, each hit taken. So Vizix hit him with an AoE. Lydia hit him with an AoE. Kymar hit him with an AoE. So that's 15% damage reduction. Interesting. I wonder if there's a way around that. Gnarlhorn, baby. Well, how fast? My Gnarlhorn's probably not fast enough. I don't want to re-gear him just for this. It's kind of what I was talking about earlier with Molly Tankard. Like, he's definitely not fast enough. 210. Yeah, he'd need to be like 250, 266, something like that. I'm not going to re-gear him just for this. I'm just going to try that again. I think that's my strategy is try again. I might do it on manual. Oh, no, what part of... I don't want to hit him if I don't have to. Yeah, you see his bravado passive is proccing there because he's taking damage. Man. It looks like it's each time he's attacked, not each time he's dealt damage, because the two hitters only procced it once. So that's good to know. Crap. I have no choice to do but to do that. Reset. Wonder if I can get away without provoking. Like this is I went on a rant about this about a couple weeks ago. I want to be able to click this button and see what percentage everybody's turn meter's at. Because if my seer is at higher turn meter than all of them, then I know I don't have to provoke. But I have no clue. I have no way of knowing. Looks like I didn't have to provoke. Say night-night, I guess. I'll just focus one down. Okay. Oh, that worked out well. Okay, so the question is now... do I have enough buffs on my team with Renegade dead to do the job here? Okay. Also, how was my Vizix faster than my Kymar? She must have the mastery. I need to fix that so that doesn't ever happen. I want to make sure that Vizix is not faster than Kymar. 150 gems down the drain. Where's my Vizix? Still doing some troubleshooting. There she is. Okay. Wait. If she doesn't have world... how did she pass my... did she pass my Kymar? Maybe she didn't. Maybe my Kymar went first and I just didn't realize it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Felt like she passed my Kymar. Well. Oh well. I think the rest of these should be pretty... yeah. That Mountain King's gonna mess me up, bro. He resisted the... Oh! Kymar with the clutch. Sleep. That was a lifesaver right there. Okay. Yeah, looks like we're doing just fine. Yeah, there's all the waves. What secret room is this, I wonder? Champions from the Demon Spawn faction only. Oh no. Whatever am I going to do? My Kutraxa doesn't have gear at the moment. Otherwise, she would kind of be a no-brainer for this. How come he's the only one that's not ascended here? Maybe they thought it would be too strong if he wasn't. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him fast enough, actually. If he gets one... I'll try it. I'll try it one time just to see if it works. But I think if he gets one peril proc, I am just utterly hosed. Let's focus the Duchess, I guess. Was that oh, it was a counterattack. Okay, I was like, what? Let's focus the Duchess. Get her good and dead. Nice and dead. Danger Fawn's getting ready to slap. They all got Veil. I guess we... Ooh, okay, that wasn't so bad. That was just a little tickle. I was scared. Target Duchess again. At least they didn't put Mortu Macabre on like the front levels. So at least you have a little bit of hope. You know, you can get all the way in there to the third wave before you start getting hosed by Mortu. He ignores block damage too, so Helicath is like... And he ignores shield, so Helicath is basically useless against Mortu. So I gotta focus him, right? Well, maybe not. I don't want to wake him up. Well, too late, he's awake. Alright, let's focus him. We gotta kill him. I haven't seen his passive proc yet. Yeah, okay, we're good. Hopefully we can kill him before he gets another turn. Actually, I'm gonna take it off auto. HP burns are whittling him away. Putting him asleep won't do anything because these other guys are gonna take turns before he gets a turn, and the HP burn damage will wake him up. I still have not seen Fiery Rage proc. I'm watching him like a hawk. Ooh, still haven't seen it yet. There we go. All right, we're safe. Auto. Hey, secret room done. Cool, cool. All right, let's crack out the boss real quick. Nether spider. Is that what this is? Nether spider? Nether spider, yeah, okay. I think your Kutraxa might need a buff. I don't know, man. I just pulled her from a Void Shard. And as a free-to-play player, anytime you pull a Void Legendary, it's like... But then it's like, oh. I don't know. She just feels like really underwhelming. And when you compare her to other Void Legendaries especially, just the power creep is extremely apparent. Like now you have Void Legendaries who do single target damage that ignore Stone Skin and block damage and Unkillable and Ally Protect, and just like Crutrax is just like, yeah, I can kind of hit hard and then take another turn and then hit kind of hard again, but doesn't do any good because they've got Stone Skin, so like, you know, I don't know. Like, Gala Longbraids is a very comparable champion to Crutraxa. And Gala Longbraids, Devoid Epic, sees niche Plat Arena play to counter very specific strategies. Crutraxa doesn't. As far as I'm aware. I'm not a Plat Arena expert. But I keep pretty good tabs on the game, I think. I feel like I do anyway. One good thing about Crutraxa, though, is she's relatively easy to book. Like, that's it. And she does hit hard, to be fair. But, like, I don't know. Seemed very underwhelming. Like, right, like the amount of gear that you would need for her to be better for you than just a cold heart. If you saw my latest video, you know what I'm talking about, but like I had her in the best damage gear on my account, and she was only like 2 seconds faster for Fire Knight 25 runs than my mediocre my cold heart with mediocre gear. And I tried using her in Iron Twins to see if she'd be more damaged than my Armiger, but her self buff at the start of the round, that Revive on Death buff she puts on herself, screwed up my speed tune because the Iron Twins got turn meter in it. So I can't even use her in Iron Twins. Okay, so I need to use 5 keys. So let's do 3 battles. I don't really care about farming this particular gear set, if I'm being honest. I just want to get it over with. Now, if this was Dark Fae, on the other hand, we would be farming hard, boys. Gotta get that lethal gear. I felt like that run was faster than like the level whatever, level 10 or level 20, level 30, whatever. The first time you fight another spider on this rotation, I feel like this run was faster than the first one. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe just because I'm talking. I'm a little distracted. I'm not as focused on it as I was when I was staring at my phone at work, bored out of my mind, waiting for it to finish. Man. Just gonna take a moment to appreciate how good Elva Autumnborn is. That 3-turn cooldown cleanse with block debuffs doesn't do anything against Nether Spider because pretty sure his debuffs can be resisted. Attacks all enemies at the start of each turn, deals damage from all poison debuffs on each enemy instantly. When attacked by an enemy under a poison debuff, increases the duration of all debuffs on the attacker by 1 turn, then places poison sensitivity. When attack, okay, that's not the right one. Attacks all enemies, places a 5% poison debuff on enemies for 4 turns. We'll repeat the attack one time for each spiderling with that. Oh, the poison debuffs cannot be blocked or resisted. So yeah, the block debuff doesn't do anything against the nether spider here per se. But just in general content, it's really good. I've been using her in my Dragon 10 hard team over Duchess, actually, believe it or not. I just found her to be just a little bit better. The increased speed too is just, I think that was really what set her above Duchess for me on that team specifically. Just like the increased speed plus the cleanse plus the block debuffs on a 3-turn cooldown. And the healing. She's the only healer I had on that team. Like, I was using Duchess and Mithrala, and the shield from Mithrala was nice, but I didn't have any actual healing to like recover once the shield got knocked through. Yeah, so I think there is some content in this game where I guess it also depends on your team setup, but I think I use Elva more than Duchess. Outside of Arena, anyway. I do like Duchess for Ice Golem, because the team-wide cleanse is nice. Sometimes you just need a full team cleanse. Or not cleanse, revive, sorry. Full team revive. Elva's revive is single target only. I definitely think there's some, like, a fair amount where Duchess can be better. I recently put my Drexlar in crit damage gloves. He was in HP gloves for a long time, and he still had 100% crit rate, so he was doing decent damage, but he just wrecked that wave pretty handily with that A3. There goes again. I mean, those are squishy enemies, don't get me wrong, but slapping them down pretty abruptly. I think he's got a 4 times defense damage modifier on his A3, and he's got like 1400 base defense. Like, when you compare it side by side with Solus, who's regarded as the best defense nuker in the game. So let me just pull it up on hellhades.com and show you guys. Don't take my word for it. Let's see. Here, I'll show you what I'm doing. Bring it on the screen. Let's make it a little bit bigger. All right, hellhades.com. Let's look for Drexthar. Oh, not Drexthat. Drexthat. I know nothing was found because I have fat fingers. Drexthar, Blood Twin. Okay. So, base defense, too shy of 1400 base defense. Pretty impressive. That's a very high base defense. Look at the damage multipliers of his A2. Oh, it's 5.2. It's even higher than I said it was. 5.2 times his defense. Godlike. Okay, just to put that into perspective. I'm trying to think of somebody else who's like an attack nuker. Who's considered like a really powerful. 4 times the damage stat. So if it was like 4 times attack, that's generally considered a godlike multiplier if they have a reasonable base attack. So he's a whole, like, you know, what is that, like 20% more on top of that? Okay, so let's compare him to Solus and then Staltus Dragonbane. So 5.2 times defense with 1400 base defense. Where's the search bar? I thought it was, did I skip it? Here it is. Okay, so let's do Solus next. Is there 2 L's in Solus? I don't know. We'll find out pretty soon, I guess. Yes, there is. Okay. So 23 more base defense. Where's his A3? That's what we're looking for. 4.9 times defense. Oh, I'm in the way. So Solis's base defense is like 23 higher, but the damage multiplier is slightly less. However, to be fair, Solis does have an additional... The damage increases by 10% for each debuff on the target. So if you have Lydia and you do like decreased defense and weaken, or if you have Madame Serari and you have, you know, decreased attack and decreased defense, you'll get an extra 20% damage, which is a lot. But like, you know, base multiplier, Drexlar's, you know, has potential. Solis has a higher ceiling, but you can see the comparison for yourself. It's still pretty impressive. I think, okay, now let's look at Staltus. He's got about 56 more base defense, and he's also regarded as one of the best defense nukers in the game. And he's got 2 AoEs, so let's look at the big one. 4 times defense. So again, and this is considered godlike. Drexlar's is 5.2 times his defense. But again, Staltus does have this passive. Where's his passive? Damage increases by 5% for each debuff on the target. So similar to Solis, but it's kind of cut in half. So this has a higher ceiling, because you can get a bunch of debuffs out there. These two, Solis and Staltus, are going to hit harder. But if the only debuff you have is decreased defense, I think it's reasonable to assume that Drexlar could potentially hit much harder. I happen to have Solis, Staltus, and Drexlar. This could be a video I do in the future, comparing the 3. But I would have to 6-star my Staltus, which I don't mind doing. He's a good champion, but I don't really need to right now. But then again, there's Live Arena. It would not hurt to flesh out my roster and have multiple options, especially since Staltus will reflect decreased defense debuffs back at the attacker. Same thing with Weaken. So he could potentially be a better Go Second nuker. I'm sort of talking myself into it the more I ramble. So that's potentially something I could do. Or you can do as well if you're watching this and you're looking for other options. And after this run, we should be done for Doom Tower for today. I do have enough food to 6-star someone, and I don't know who I want to 6-star yet. I was going to do, what's his name? The poison kitty. Poison cat. What's his name? It has the crazy passive that works really good on Spider. Put him in my vault, I think. Here, kitty kitty. This guy. Akentum. That's Poison Kitty. You know, Akentum. I was going to 6-star him, but his passive works at 5-star, so I don't know if I'm necessarily going to do that unless I go to build my spider team and he's just like dying all the time because he's too squishy or something. But he should be able to do the job at level 50, so that doesn't affect the damage of his passive. So I might just 6-star Staltus and make that video. Mostly to satisfy my own curiosity, but also to provide entertainment to the masses. Alright, so I do need to do... Oh, hold on. Let's check. How much time we got left on this? 30 minutes. We're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer. The time is almost here. The time is nigh. So, in the meantime... Did I already do these? Yes, I did. My keys are gone. Okay. Oh, yeah, I got some... the big essence, whatever it's called. Eternal. I got 5 Eternal Essence today. I really, really, really need more speed gear. So that's what I'm doing here. I need to build my Arbiter. Like, actually build her for Live Arena. She's got like 250 speed right now, which is, until now, that's really all I needed her at for, she was on my Bommel team. I needed a turn meter booster who could do increased attack for my Nishak. And I didn't want to re-gear my Seeker. And she also has the weaken on her A1. I guess I didn't really need her for that. I also use Geomancer on my team, so he's got weaken too. I think my logic was she also has a revive in case Duchess dies, but my Duchess doesn't really die. Unless I get really unlucky. But it was a nice thought. And Lydia is really good. If you have Lydia and you're not using her in your dragon team, she does two really good things. She does the block buffs on her A3 and the poison sensitivity. So if you have like Mithrala as well, I turn off my Mithrala's A2 so the Hex doesn't take up a bunch of space on the debuff bar. So my Mithrala is just using her A1 2 out of 3 turns to just stack poisons. And then we get the poison sensitivity from Lydia, and the block buffs keeps the dragon from getting the increased attack buff. I don't know why he's clicked on. Doesn't really matter. And I do turn off my Seer's extra turn. I turn off my Seer's nuke, her A3 for this, because I notice sometimes I will die if she strips off the buffs at a bad time. So I want to make sure that I just keep my buffs on and just let the Venomage and Mithrala do their thing. Just kill them with poisons. She's just there to speed up the waves. And I tried this with Kymar in here instead of Mithrala, and I just died sometimes. I would rather have like a run that's like 20 seconds longer and have it be 100% than speed it up. It's not even that much faster than my. So this was my time with Kymar, and it's only like 35 seconds slower. It's not a big deal. If it means that I never waste energy, it's kind of a trade-off. What's up, Vin? Yeah, I know a lot of people use Staltus and Dragon, but I don't know where I would put him into this team. Like, I know it's difficult to process sometimes, but I am a free-to-play player, and even though I'm very far into the game, my account is only about 13 months old. And I am stretching my gear so thin across everywhere that I need my champions, like Doom Tower Hard, Arena, like everything. Like my gear is just stretched so thin that it's easy to look at what I'm doing and be like, oh wow, he's got this down, right? If I try to build another champion, I can't really do it right now without stealing gear from somebody like really important. So I don't really have gear for Staltus right now, and even if I brought him in, I don't know who he would replace, because my Venomage is giving me decreased attack, which I very much need, because again, like, my champs are squishy. My Seer's in an accuracy chest. I think my Venomage has like flat attack gloves. Like the gear that I had to put them in to get them to the right speed and accuracy, it's not ideal. I think my Mithrala might even be in like flat HP gloves or something. You can see how squishy my Seer is right here. She almost died. Again, same thing with Venomage. Like, compared her to like Elva and Mithrala. Like, so I need the decreased attack, so I can't cut Venomage. I need the shields from Mithrala, because look, without the shield, Seer and Venomage would be hosed. So I need the shields from Mithrala. Strengthen kind of alternates between these two to give me 25% more damage mitigation, and then Elva gives me a cleanse, she gives me block debuffs, she gives me increased speed, she gives me healing. Like, I just don't, you know, who do I cut, you know? So it's one of those things where, like, I know he's good, but I don't think I have room for him in my team. Maybe if I had like God tier nuking gear, I could replace Seer and have Staltus be my wave clear champion. But I just don't think I have the gear for that. Maybe I do. I don't know. My Solus is in Savage, but he's so slow. He's like 158 speed, and that's just not gonna cut it. So even if I stole the gear off my Solus, I don't think I could do it. It would be like a 5-minute run probably, just because the waves would take so much longer. Like I had to cut Kymar because I was too squishy. I needed more support to keep me alive, so I don't have a reset for the second wave. I just have to take 4 turns before I kill them with my Seer again. So I don't know. Maybe someday, when my gear's a little bit better, I can try to squeeze Staltus in. But if you look at the debuff bar, like it's not like I lack. I mean, obviously, you know, it would be full of poisons now because Staltus would have thrown them back by now. But it's not like I don't know, debuff bar's full. I'm doing okay without it. Yeah, no Scorch for you, nerd. Yeah, see that? He was gonna Scorch and I was like, nah. Slap, slap. Also, the healing reduction being on the boss reduces his damage by 15% thanks to Venomage's passive. So that's yet another thing that Venomage does beyond just decreased attack. Like, I don't know. Oh no. Block buffs must have gotten resisted. He's got the increased attack. Oh, see, oh man. I got it on there now, but didn't get it up there when I needed it. Okay, this was a close one. Hey, what's up, Benny? Yeah, so even with 1, 2, 3 supports, 3.5 supports, it still gets pretty sketchy sometimes. Ooh, speed boots. Okay, you know, keep those. Claim. Oops. Oh, okay. All my advanced quests are done apparently. And I'll just go ahead and pick all this stuff up. I got a lot of energy to cut through. I might farm a lower stage just to get this stuff done. How much do I prefer my account? Hold on, sorry. How much do I prefer to account have? Oh, when I do an account takeover, yeah, are you talking about silver? I kind of stopped doing account takeovers because at least I stopped doing them the way I used to do them. Because I've really got the feeling that people were taking advantage of me. And it depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm just trying to build like let's say the person isn't like early to mid game account and they're just stuck on like Spider 15 and they're trying to get to Spider 20. I could probably do that with like 10 million silver. But if they're like, build me an Ultra Nightmare Claim Boss team, I'm going to need like 20 to 30 million because if you're speed tuning something, you have to roll a lot of silver because, you know, roll to 4, 8, 12. Okay, no, that didn't roll the right speed rolls. I got to go level another piece and see, you know, so it kind of just depends on what I'm doing. But like 20 million is like kind of bare bones for like end game stuff. But you know, 10 to 15, I could work with that pretty easily if you're just trying to get to like stage 20 on your dungeons. But yeah, I don't really do account takeovers. At least not the way I used to. I will still do one occasionally. If I don't know. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, and I do enjoy doing them. The problem is like I need to find a new system because the system I had in place, I had it so people could just come to my community Discord, they could sign up for free, and I would just go first come first serve. And what would happen is people who weren't like necessarily huge fans of my content would just sign up and get the takeover, and I'd never see them again. They come in, they get their free, and they leave. And that was upsetting to me because I work really hard on these things, and it would be nice if at the very least they could hang around and contribute to the community Discord. You know, even if it's just socially, you don't necessarily have to answer questions for people, but if you're just like hanging out, providing some value to my community, then I wouldn't mind doing them. So I'm kind of at a point where if I see you in my Discord and you're struggling, and I can see that you're asking the right questions and you're still struggling, I might offer one, but I don't have like a sign up for them anymore. But if I'm going to do one, I want to do it for someone who I know is actually like not just using me, if that makes sense. Like if I can tell that you're actively trying to learn and get better at the game and you're not just looking for handouts, then I might offer one. But I do them very scarcely these days, just because they are a lot of work. They're mentally stressful. There's a lot of pressure to, you know, like, hey, can you get me to stage 20? I'm stuck on 14. Okay, well, I'll do my best. And if I want to succeed. And they take a lot of time. Like, generally speaking, I spend about like 3 to 4 hours doing a takeover. But you guys see the 30 to 40 minutes that I edit it down to. So not only am I spending 3 to 4 hours on the takeover itself, then I have to spend another 3 to 4 hours sifting through and editing the footage. Like it takes me like an entire day to do one. So it's a lot of work. That's why I don't think people realize how much work goes into it. So like they're like, cool, thanks, and then they peace out. And it's like, do you have any idea? Like, I don't know. Just made me feel really underappreciated. Made me feel like I was being taken advantage of, and I didn't like that feeling. Okay. Well, the link to my Discord can be found in the description of all my videos. So, but I'm not making any promises. It's a really bad feeling to feel like someone doesn't care about you and they just want something from you. Like before I got into YouTube, I would do them from clanmates all the time because my clanmates are my friends and my family. And I can tell that they were appreciative of that. And I don't know why I assumed it would be exactly the same when I opened them up to the public, but I've found out the hard way that not everybody cares about you. Some people just want to use you. Unfortunately, that was a hard lesson to learn. I am a human too, believe it or not. I know it's hard to believe that people on YouTube are human beings, but we are. Yes, I am in the US. I work night shift. Like it's 20 till 2 a.m. here. But I work nights at my job, so I'm always up at this hour. But I have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off every week. I work 4 days a week. So I go back to work tomorrow. But yes, I am in the US. And I don't like to start streaming until after my daughter goes to bed. I like to spend time with her when she's awake. Because when I'm at work, I work very long hours. Like when I leave the house to go to work at 4 in the afternoon, and then I get home from work at 7 a.m. the next day. And I do that 4 days a week. So I'm home for like on the days that I work, I'm home for about 9 hours, and I spend 8 of that sleeping. So I like to hang out with my daughter, spend time with her on my days off when I can, and then after she goes to bed, and I'll start streaming and stuff. I had to clean the bathroom tonight too, so I got a late start. And also my wife was on the computer, so I had to wait for her to finish up what she was. I didn't want to be rude, but at the same time I'm like, I kind of want to stream. Ooh, speed piece with speed. That's what daddy needs right there. And I know that like Monday at 1:40 in the morning is probably not a popular time to be streaming, but yes, I love my daughter very much. I try to spend time with her. So like I do take her to school in the morning. I get home at 7. I take a shower, and then leave the house at 7:20 to take her to school, so I could spend a little bit more time with her. But I'm sleeping when she gets out of school, so my wife goes to pick her up, and I'm usually waking up right around the time they get home. And she's normally too tired from school to hang out, and I'm trying to eat breakfast and get ready for work anyway. So there's like a 15 to 20 minute overlap in the morning and a 15 to 20 minute overlap in the evening or afternoon when she gets home from school that we get to see each other. But then it's like I'm gone all day and I don't get home until the next, the morning of the next day. So try to be a dad when I can. Yeah, some people have like DM'd me asking for takeovers, and I really don't like that. It puts too much pressure on me. Some people have offered to like pay me for takeovers, and that made me feel really uncomfortable too. Like, I don't know. I might set up something in the future where you can buy a takeover, but I don't know how much I want to charge for it. I don't know how to. I want to come up with a way that's like accessible. Like, I don't know if I want to build a website or, I don't know. It seems like a lot of work, and I don't know. I'm not a greedy person. Like, I don't necessarily want money from people. I just do this because it's fun, and I do enjoy helping people. I don't know. It's something I've thought about. I don't know. The idea of taking money for a takeover makes me feel icky. Especially like, I don't want to, I'm not going to mention any names because I don't know if they're watching but one particular person offered to pay for a takeover, and they were wanting to get to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. And when I saw how their account looked, I was like, there's no way you're getting to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Like, you've got 2 good champions, but I can tell that just from that screenshot you sent me that your gear is not good enough for Ultra Nightmare. And they're like, well, can you at least log in and look? I was like, I'm at work right now. Like, no, I can't. And they kept pressuring me, and then eventually I just had to like turn off DMs because it just makes me uncomfortable, man. I don't like it. But I still do them for my clanmates sometimes. But again, one person joined my clan, and the first thing they did when they got on my clan Discord was ask for an account takeover, and that pissed me off too. It's like, God, I can't even like get a break. And like, my clan Discord is where I go to like just be myself and not get bothered and have to worry about stressing out and behaving a certain way. I can just kind of cut loose and be myself. That's my safe space. As I mentioned before, my clanmates are like my family. We've all like the core the core members of my clan. We've all been together for like 3 years. We've been playing raid together for a very long time, and we're very close. And I felt violated, like my safe space had been ruined. Like, it really upset me. I was like, really? That's some snake in the grass bullshit right there. Hey, congrats on your Arbiter. I'm really glad that my guides helped you, man. Like, that makes me feel good to hear that. Like, when I made my guides, I specifically had in progression players in mind. Because I know when I watch guides, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I get what this guy's saying, but I don't think he explained that very well in a way that new players could understand. Hello there. I'm not going to try to pronounce your name because I will do it wrong. crit damage with crit rate. Hello. There's no speed though. But a quad roll on crit rate can make these really nice crit damage gloves. But the other stats are kind of trash. I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to roll it right now. Just so it's not taking up space on my account. I'm going to roll it once. And this is how a lot of people... I don't know where I was going with that thought. This is how I decide if I keep a piece of gear or not. I go upgrade. Level to 4. 69. I will level it one more time. If it doesn't roll crit rate, I'm going to sell it. Okay, that's getting sold. That's a trash piece. If you're like a brand new player, that 6-star crit damage gauntlet's probably keepable, but for my account, that's not going to do me anything. 13 minutes to live arena. We're getting closer. Let's do a few more dragon runs. Actually, refresh and get some of these tokens spent. I can beat this guy. I bet ya. Yeah, today's, well, I guess maybe it's technically the second day. It's been less than 24 hours since live arena. Oh, the reason you can't find it in game. Okay, so it's currently in beta. They're beta testing it, and the people who they allowed into the beta test are the players who are the most active in Classic Arena. I can't speak for everybody, but I spend all 39 of my daily arena tokens every day. So I'm probably at the higher end of their activity list. This is probably a Stoneskin Cardinal, but judging from the team power, I doubt they have enough resistance to resist my Nishak once he's been buffed with increased accuracy. So we'll try this. Or my Kymar might strip it too, because he's got... Oh, it's a debuff blocked. Oh yeah, she's toast. When my Nishak has increased attack, his bombs deal about 113,000 damage each to enemies under Stone Skin. I might be able to beat this guy if my speed gear is better. So what it's going to come down to is my Kimmy faster than their fastest champion? I'm like 6 levels higher, so I'm likely faster. Nope. All right, well, I probably lost. He gave me a little tickle, he did. Oh. Too bad his array wasn't geared for crap. He might have beat me. He should have beat me, actually. Yeah, it's currently in beta. Trying to work out all the kinks. One major point of criticism I have is 30 minutes is way too long for... Okay. This is a screenshot of a battle I had last night. Right after it went live. It went the full 30 minutes. So what happened was... Forget the idea I had in my head for the team I was trying to build, but he banned one of my damage dealers, and I thought to myself, that's not a big deal, I've still got these two for HP burn. My Elva Autumnborn is 300 speed, so I outsped him because I banned his Arbiter. And then, between just being super tanky, I managed to kill him. Everyone except for Ultimate Death Knight. And then I was like, okay, not a big deal. So my Tyrant has Brimstone. For whatever reason, my Brimstone was not trying to land. I went turn after turn after turn without Brimstone landing. And then the only times it did land, it would land on him the turn after he used his heal. So he could just A1 twice in a row and dodge taking damage from Brimstone. What needed to happen was it needed to land on the turn that his heal was coming off cooldown, but it never did. And then, except for once, so he was forced not to heal for 2 turns, and having done that, his HP got lower and lower, and I was about to win, and then my Brimstone RNG just went cold. I could not land another Brimstone, and slowly over time his HP started to whittle back up, or not whittle, but like build back up again, and I just couldn't beat him. And then we went the full 30 minutes. He refused to concede, and obviously I refused to concede because it was 4v1. Like I'm not gonna quit. I've beaten this guy. I just need to not get screwed by RNG, but unfortunately I got screwed by RNG, and we went the full 30 minutes. I'm sorry, but that's too long for this game. That is, like, if this was if a Magic the Gathering match lasts 30 minutes, like, that's long for a game like that. This is a idle mobile RPG. This is like a game that people are supposed to be able to play AFK. That's the entire draw of the game. You can play this while you do other things instead. To be forced to commit to a 30-minute match, I guess I wasn't forced. I could have quit, but I wanted to win. I was invested. Screw that guy. I'm not going to let him win. I want to win. And he was probably thinking the same thing. Like, 30 minutes is too long. They can cut that in half to 15 minutes, and that would still probably be too long. It shouldn't... In my mind, if you can't kill someone in like 5 or 10 minutes, and they can't kill you in 5 or 10 minutes, it's going to be a draw anyway. Why make it 30 minutes? That's ludicrous. I don't know. So that's my only critique so far. I think it's really fun, and we'll do some more in about... What's the time on it? 7 minutes? You guys will see if you haven't already. It's kind of interesting. So I've got like 2 strategies that I try to employ. Like I was really theory crafting on how I would approach it when it first came out. And in my head I was thinking like, okay, well if I take a champion who can do multiple jobs at once, like let's say Deacon Armstrong for example, he's a turn meter booster, he's a speed aura lead, and he's a decreased defense champion. So I pick Deacon, and then I can pick another decreased defense champion, like say Lydia, for example. So and then I can pick a turn meter booster. Let's say my Lady Kimmy, she's built fast, and then I can pick 2 nukers. At that point, no matter who they ban, I still have a competent speed team. Because if they ban my Deacon, I still have Lady Kimmy for my turn meter boost. I still have Lydia for decreased defense, and then I have 2 nukers, so he's gonna get slammed. Okay. If he bans my Lady Kimmy, I still have Deacon for turn meter boost. I still have Lydia for decreased defense and weaken, and I have 2 nukers, right? If he bans a nuker, I still have a nuker, 2 speed boosters, and 2 decreased defense. Like, so with a strategy like that, I think I would be set. But the problem is, can the champions I'm left with beat the champions they're left with? Okay, we're back. Sorry if that got a little laggy. I think my internet tweaked out for a bit. My kilobytes per second on my stream went from like 6,000 down to 0. It's back up at 6,000. So I think we should be good. I'm gonna type something in chat real quick. If you're having issues with the stream, STREAM, try refreshing. I can't spell for crap apparently. Yeah, I think the most interesting thing about Live Arena is, and how it varies from Classic Arena, is in Classic Arena you get to choose your battles. You get to say, I can beat that team. I can't beat that team, so I'll fight the team that I can beat. With Live Arena, you get what you get. So I think what's going to be a rude awakening for a lot of players is they're going to have like really close to a 50% win rate. And when they're used to having like a 95% win rate. And that's going to be like, What? It's going to piss a lot of people off, I think. But what you have to consider is any other game that has any sort of MMR, which is matchmaking rating, any other game that has any sort of MMR like that, the goal is to get everyone between like a 50% win rate and it's like somewhere between 50 and 60% win rate. If your win rate is high, you will rank up, and then you will meet other players who are at your skill level. And then once you meet people who are playing at your skill level, you stop winning as much. You have very close to a 50% win rate. Same thing where like, so right now, everyone's in bronze. So plat tier arena players are in bronze. I am in bronze because it just launched. And when it goes live for everyone, it's going to be the exact same way. You're going to have matches where you get smoked because everyone's in bronze right now. Like, I have 5 wins. I played 10 matches yesterday. I don't know what brand my keyboard is, but it is a mechanical keyboard. Yeah, it's very clicky. I find the clicks very satisfying. 2 minutes, that's time for one dragon run, real quick. Where's he at? Sorry. I had to pop my neck. I was getting stiff. It's an interesting take, Assassin's Creed. While there is a lot of luck involved in what you pull from shards, I firmly believe, aside from maybe like Plat Arena and Hydra, there isn't any content you can't beat in this game with the champions that Raid Shadow Legends provides you. Obviously, I'm using like, you know, easy for you to say, right? You know, I'm aware of how that, the irony and what, you know, because I'm using Seer and Elva Autumnborn, like, but I beat Doom Tower hard using free to obtain champions, and I'm a free to play player. Yes, I did pull some really strong champions, and those champions did help me advance my account. However, if I did not pull those champions, I still would make the same progress. It might just take me a little bit longer. Now, if I had the luxury of being a full-time YouTuber, I would probably do like a free-to-play series like all the other YouTubers are doing right now. But when I do my free-to-play series, if I ever do it, I'm going to do free-to-play rares only, plus login champions and permanently attainable legendary champions like Drexler, Blood Twin, and stuff like that. Just to kind of show people how to advance in this game using like the bare minimum, I guess. Like, pulling legendaries is fun. I actually pulled one on my rares only account, and I had to use it as a chicken. I don't really play that account anymore because I just don't have the time for it. But if I get to a place where I feel like I have time to do such a thing, I will definitely do that. It's something I want to do, but it's just really hard to play 2 accounts and give them both my all. Like, I feel less pressure to play this account every day now that I beat Faction Wars. Like, that was something that I really wanted to do, and I've achieved it. Obviously, you see my Lydia. Ooh. Okay, let's jump in there. Speed, crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage. Really weird for a stalwart piece, but I'm gonna keep it. All right, let's jump into live arena. Oh, dude, my heart was pounding when I was doing this yesterday. I was so nervous. I've never, like, I don't get nervous playing Raid, but for whatever reason, like, live arena is making my heart pound. I don't like picking first, if I'm being honest. It's okay. You know what? Lydia counters Marichka because of her deny revive thing. So who else do I pick? I need a, I guess that. So we have a counter to their obscene Void Legendary. Swear to God, if he picks this guy. Okay. That's fine. Who do I... Let's do Duchess and Seer. And then I'll pick another damage dealer for my last one. Okay. So confirm. Now, who do I ban? I don't even know what this guy does. I'm just gonna try to ban this one. Ban my Lydia. Okay. Now we'll do Duchess for my Aura. It's kind of an awkward team. It's kind of basically just my normal arena team, but normally I use Kymar as my speed lead. The hardest part is like making sure you have enough damage to... Why am I feared? I start with 2 of my champions under fear? Alright. See, this is what I'm talking about. He's only level 83. But he's clearly not a free-to-play player. Like, he's got 3 Void Legendaries and ludicrous, what's it called? Bolster gear, which you have to buy. So I'm at a significant disadvantage, like, team composition-wise. But I was faster and I won. But yes, pay to win versus free to play succeeds. The good guy wins in the end. They're probably not all going to go that way. Okay, real quick, if someone says a guide is like free to play friendly, that doesn't necessarily mean that every champion they're using is a completely accessible free-to-play champion. Like the example that you used, Allure, there's no way to get Allure aside from pulling shards. People just tend to use that free-to-play thing a little loosely to get clicks on their videos. Yeah, there's really nowhere to get her aside from shards. But I think it's... I don't know. Okay, I prefer to be second pick, if I'm being honest, because this allows me to make a more informed decision based on what their first pick is. Arbiter. That doesn't really give me a lot of information. Other than they're probably going to try to build a speed team. So I might do something that can counter a speed team. Lydia's in a shield set, so we'll start with that. Yeah, it's... Okay, that's interesting. So he's got a defense nuker and an attack nuker. I'm not really scared of either of those champions, to be honest, though. She does ignore shields, so... I need a speed champion. And... I need to pick 2 damage dealers so they can't just ban my one damage dealer. Crap. I'll start with Seer. And then Nashak is really... I need to gear... I think I need to re-gear my Solus. He's just too slow. 2 decreased defense. Well, now that's... Okay, so if you're my opponent... You... Okay, I'll go into it in a second. I need to take my pick. Where's my Nashak? He made it so I can crumple his entire strategy just by... Clearly, he's trying to build a speed team. He's got 2 decreased defense champions, 2 nukers, and a speed booster. But because he only picked one turn meter booster, I can just shut him down. You don't want to put yourself in that position. So I'm obviously going to be faster because my Lady Kimmy is Speedy Gonzalez. The question is... Oh yeah, he's toast. So, in this setup, I had Duchess. That was my other pick. So, I'm trying to think of like what he could have been thinking from his perspective. He might have just been like, I don't want to fight Duchess. Right? But if he takes my Lady Kimmy out of this, then I have no speed champion. I think it's something you have to consider when you are picking your bans. Like, what is the one champion you can take out of your opponent's team that's going to hose them the most? And for me, taking my opponent's Arbiter was the one that hosed them the most. Taking my Duchess doesn't hose me at all. That just makes it so he doesn't have to deal with Duchess. I still had my turn meter, I had my debuffer, and I had 2 damage dealers. By banning my Duchess, he didn't do anything to me, except for maybe make my Seer hit slightly less hard because I have less buffs. But if he was worried about Seer, he could have just taken Seer. But then, you know, the best thing my opponent could have done there was taken my Lady Kimmy and hoped that he was faster. Okay, so I'm going to just take Deacon just because I think he's just a good first pick. He's super versatile. He's a turn meter booster, he's a speed aura, he's a decreased defense champion. It doesn't really give my opponent too much information. I think he's just a good, solid, well-rounded champion. Okay, now I know, I kind of have an idea of what my opponent is trying to do here, sort of. So I'm going to take Duchess and Kimmy. Where's Kimmy? So I have 2 aura leads. I have 2 speed boosters. So if they ban Deacon, I still have Duchess. I've kind of put myself in a position where I need to take 2 damage dealers, so they can't just hose me up by banning one of my damage dealers. Helicath and Brogni. Okay. I'm just going to do Nishak and Seer. Because I do need damage dealers. So if they ban my Deacon, I don't have decreased defense. But it's okay, because I have enough buffs that Seer can still rip and do a ton of damage, and Nishak doesn't need decreased defense to be effective as a damage dealer because of his bombs. Again, he doesn't have like a one-stop shop way to hose me. Like, if he bans this turn meter booster, I have a second one. Okay, so this guy has built a very good Ghost second team, and he's got Arbiter. I think I can win if I go first, and I should be able to go first because he can't ban... He banned... Again, this is what I'm saying. Like, banning Duchess here doesn't hose me at all. People are just like, oh, I don't want to fight Duchess. The host pick would be to, like... I don't know. I kind of made really good... I think for him, his best choice would have been to take Deacon, because then I don't have decreased defense. And he's got a very tanky team. Okay. We weak hit Mortu Macabre. So hopefully put him to sleep. I think my opponent's Arbiter was likely their decoy champion, but I couldn't risk them going first. Because if he would have gone... Yeah, I screwed that up. I think I made some poor decisions. I don't think I can beat this team anymore. I'm just thinking like, I think I may have made a mistake in my ban phase. Yeah. Okay. There's no way I win this. I'm just gonna end it. That's fine. It's tricky. It's very tricky. I mean, I don't blame anybody for not wanting to fight Duchess. She's a hell of a champ. The only thing I don't like about Duchess is that she's Spirit Affinity and my best damage dealer is Force Affinity. I hate picking first. I could take Arbiter as a bait, because my Arbiter's not even built. But if they don't ban my Arbiter, then I'm hosed. Maybe Kymar. I don't know. It's so hard. Because, like, if you only pick one damage dealer, then they can just ban your damage dealer and you're hosed. Just completely hosed. Let's do my Skull Crown. I'm feeling... I don't see anybody too terribly tanky so far. She's awakened. There she is. And then who else? I'll just go ahead and pick Nishak, my other damage dealer. So now they can't just hose us by taking one damage dealer out of my team. And then I definitely want a decreased defense champion in case I'm stuck with Skull Crown as my only damage dealer. So I might take Deacon. That way I'm covered with 2 turn meter boosters. I'll take Lydia and Deacon. And then I have 2 speed auras. Skull Crown and Deacon. I think, you know what? I think this might just be like my go-to setup. Oh, crap. Who am I the most scared of? If I can go first, I think I could win. So I'm going to take... I'm not scared of any of these champions as is. Okay. So if I do go first, which I likely will, I doubt any of these champions have more than 300 speed. I'm gonna... Oh, that's a fast speedy boy. Okay. Oh, I don't have a way to strip buffs. Okay, so I'm gonna slow him down as much as I can. Push the turn meters back. And then get strengthened up. So the idea is to try to kill him and proc the unkillable before my Lady Kimmy goes again, and then I can strip the unkillable buff with Lady Kimmy. Yeah, easy peasy. So we did not open with the turn meter boost specifically for that reason. If I would have opened with a turn meter boost, I wouldn't have been able to strip that Leoris is unkillable. That's why I opened with the A2 decreased speed. Decrease speed. Talking is hard. I'm also out of breath. I'm really fat. I'm not used to talking for long periods of time. All right. I think that was a good setup. I think I should just do that every time. Okay, so let's do Kimmy. Why aren't the 4 that I hate that so much? Is this the problem? It screwed me up. Okay, so I need who else was on that team? Skull Crown. And then Deacon and Nishak. Sorry, I panicked because I couldn't find my guys. Okay. I kind of see where they're going. I have plenty of time, so I'm going to use it to strategize. Right now, it's looking like if I take their Arbiter, they're completely hosed. Unless they pick another turn meter boost champion. Because Mithril is not squishy, but she doesn't deal... Okay, she's got a second turn meter champion. Okay, so I'm going to take out Arbiter, because that gets rid of his increased attack. Oh, he's still got increased attack here. But I'm just going to assume his Arbiter is faster than his Haikatoon. See, my opponent did a good job. They set themselves up so I didn't really have a way to hose them. They did exactly what they're supposed to do. And they're faster than my Deacon. Okay, my Deacon cuts in. Oh, my Lydia counterattacked and got herself petrified. So because of that, I wasn't able to do her... Oh my gosh. How stupid. That is so stupid. That dumb Lydia counterattack just cost me the game. If I could have done her A2, it would have put increased speed on the rest of my team. And they may not have been able to cut in. And they didn't have a reviver. His Haikatoon was really fast, to be fair. Like my Deacon isn't the fastest. I think he's like 297, but I had a better aura with Skull Crown. Interesting. My opponent knows what they're doing. They set themselves up so I couldn't really hose them with any one pick in particular. But it's possible that they mind gamesed me and put their fastest gear on their Haikatoon instead of, you know what I mean? Like, are they like the mental mind games, metagaming? Assassin, you're saying if your opponent picks a champ, can I pick it too, or is it only one champ allowed in the battle? And gold tier, you cannot pick champions that your opponent has picked. But anything below gold, so like bronze and silver, you can pick things that your opponents pick as well. So yeah, my opponent did that very well. I think they knew, I don't know. It's possible that the Arbiter was a bait pick. And they might just have better gear than me, I don't know. Frick. The best damage dealer on my account is Force Affinity. I might just end up banning that, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna do this. I don't know why, I just assume this is in Stone Skin. So I've got 2 buff strippers here. But I might just ban Mortu. I'm definitely going to go with a Seer as one of my nukers, because she can also strip buffs. And her damage scales off enemy max HP, and this is an HP-based champion. And that also takes away his aura. Okay, so right now my plan is just ban Mortu, so I'm going to go ahead and take Nishak. And then I'm going to take Duchess as my last pick. So I have increased attack and some other buffs. Like, so no matter which way it goes, I'm set. And if he bans my Kymar, then I still have Duchess as a speed aura. Where's my Duchess? Like, this would have to be one fast Warlord to hose me. And if his Warlord is faster, then I guess he just deserves to win because, you know. I guess this is a speed champion too. Crap. I don't know if I can afford to ban Mortu any longer. I think if he goes first, I just lose. Like, no matter what. I think I just have to ban the Arbiter. And then hope if he leaves my Nishak. Okay, no, this is fine. It's a little awkward, but Seer is definitely less good without all those extra buffs. But I assume he's got some stone skin, so I like having Kymar. And Nishak. Am I faster? Ooh, stone skin, triple stone skin. What the fuck did this... What? Oh, it's from this lady. Sorry, pardon my French. God, I guess I lose. I lost, I'm dead. So not only was he faster, he's in triple stone skin. Oh, he's level 100. And he's probably not a free-to-play player. Alright, we're just gonna... Again, this is bound to happen. Every player in the game is in bronze right now, so... Still, like, if I can get 10 more points, I can get 20 fragments of the new legendary. Maybe we can win this next battle. What just happened? He went first, and then his warlord put all my skills on cooldown, and then it didn't matter because he still beat me anyway. First pick Arbiter. Okay, sorry, I wasn't talking into the microphone. I had my head turned. Let me move this. Try something like that. Yeah, I got hosed. That's what happened. He was 16 levels higher. Okay, so as it stands currently, my hope is that I can ban... Crap. I don't have a good setup for polymorph because my best damage dealer deals damage with debuffs. That's such a crappy design. And I'm going to explain why this isn't just me like ranting and raving. Polymorph was designed with the express intent to shake up the arena meta such that players would not have to rely heavily on debuff centered strategies, right? But people can gear their champions with stone skin and force you to play a debuff strategy or a buff stripping strategy, which will, if you strip their buffs, you'll trigger the polymorph. So do I think I can be faster than this guy? He's level 98, so probably not. I have to just ban his Arbiter and hope that I'm faster. That's an interesting decision. If I'm faster, I should be okay as long as I don't weak hit the Duchess with Nishak. Sorry, yeah, if you try to strip buffs, you trigger the polymorph. So if Stone Skin exists, how are players supposed to approach Arena with... Like, there's no way to, like, counter it. Like... I can put his revivers to sleep, maybe? Or kill them. He's just gonna revive, though. I don't have Kymar to reset. I may have lost this one. This Pythion has a lot of resistance. I had increased accuracy on Nishak. My Nishak has 300 accuracy, so with the buff, he should have had like 450 accuracy or something like that. So that's at, he's got over 450 resistance. I think I'm gonna die on the crackback. Definitely. There's no way. I kind of see why he banned my Lydia now. Because he wouldn't have been able to revive. One of these days, his attackers are going to get a turn. I'm hosed right here. He weak hit my Duchess, that's good. I mean, maybe it's not over. His Michinaki is strong affinity, though. Resisted, not enough accuracy, though. Maybe I'm still in it. Maybe I'll get a second turn, or a second chance to go through there. Should be an A1. Yeah, he's already used both his other. What? 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 He bombed my Duchess. I don't believe it. That's got to be a high accuracy Nishak, bro. Or maybe he just got really lucky. It's possible he just got really lucky. He's got block debuffs on the 2 champions that matter. So I'm not going to use my bombs yet. Because I need to kill these 2 or I can't win. I could have killed his... Yeah, this Python just has too much resistance. But, I mean, if you look at the level, he's 14 levels higher. So he's obviously got better gear. Again, matchmaking is going to suck until the MMR equalizes and all the strong players level up out of bronze. But until then, I just kind of have to deal with it. Yeah, block debuffs is back up. This might just be one of those games that lasts for 30 minutes. Unless he can kill my Duchess. Because I'm just going to revive again. And he's not going to want to quit, and I'm not going to want to quit. This is what I'm saying. 30 minutes is just way too long. For one of this type of game mode. Oh. Okay. He got me. I'm not going to survive 2 bombs. Well, I guess we'll see. Somehow I survived 2 bombs. She's not going to survive all that poison damage, though. I think? Probably not. It's 5, 10, 15, 20% of my HP. This is 25% right here. Yeah, okay, I lost. Probably. Unless I can just kill him with raw damage from my Nishak. Which I don't think I can. He's got block debuffs. Nope. Alright. Well played, I guess. I definitely got, I was out-leveled there, for sure. Like, the difference between 84 and 98 is really big. You level up really slow at this point. Now it's in the reverse. I'm 10 levels higher than my opponent. Which, I mean, I don't mind winning, but they're going to be at a serious disadvantage unless they're like big time pay to win. Just do something like that. First pick. Hey, thanks for pitching in, Dave. Appreciate it. But yeah, we did talk about it. But I appreciate you helping out. Thank you. Ultimate, Death Knight, and Ronda. Okay, so 2 free champions. That does not give me a lot of information. But I do know I want someone who can do lots of damage. And increase accuracy. So now what? Duchess and Deacon? I definitely want 2 decreased defense champions. Because of exactly Ultimate Death Knight. Let's see what he picks before I do anything. Before I make up my mind. Yeah, we're going to go 2 decreased defense champions. The Deacon and Lydia. And now if he bans my Kimmy, I still have a turn meter booster. If he bans my Deacon, I still have a decreased defense champion. If he bans one of my damage dealers, I still have another damage dealer. Alright. guess. That's probably the strongest champion in his lineup. And then we'll take Deacon as my speed lead. I could probably go Nishak for attack, but I don't think I need to. This is like the opposite of what happened last time. Last time I was way outclassed by the level of my opponent. Now this time, unfortunately, my opponent's the one who's outclassed. Just level-wise, I've just got such an advantage. It's not really fun. I kind of feel bad. But again, this will even out as more battles happen. And the MMR comes into effect. It's going to take a while though. If you can only do 10 battles a day, like, it's going to take forever, like months, once this goes live for real, before the players who deserve to be much higher than bronze actually rank up, because they're going to be facing other players that are on their level every now and then, and they're going to lose and go down, and it's going to take forever for this to equalize, but it will eventually. All right, I got 2 more. Now I'm playing a level 100 player. See, I won my last match, so it matched me against someone who won their last match. And now I'm going to lose this one because I'm so much lower. We'll just do the same thing I did last time. Do something like that. Both my Nishak and my Skull Crown are 210 speed, so they're pretty fast for damage dealers. And their Skull Crown is in Savage and Cruel. So he's got 2 aura leads, but only 1 turn meter booster. I'm going to stick with this strategy. Seems to be working for me, and I'm going to last pick Deacon. Because with this setup, it's very hard for my opponent to just take one champion that just kind of hoses my strategy. Okay, well, they have a very distinct chink in their armor, and it's that they only have 1 turn meter booster. So, I mean, this is kind of a go second team here, but only if Helicath can go before me, and Helicath is not going to go before me. I could weak hit Drang and Helicath with my Nishak. That's like the one downside of picking Nishak. I really wish I had Lord Shazar as like a backup, like bomb anti-stone skin champion. Ooh. Block buffs on 2 of their team is really good. I just hope I don't weak hit Helicath. I probably am, since I put it into the universe. No, I did not. Drang did not get weak hit though. I was not expecting to win this at all, just judging by my opponent's level. Yeah, this is over. Wow. I thought for sure I was going to win or lose this one. Just based on the fact he's level 100. Ooh! Bronze 2, baby! Don't mind if I do. Let's check the portal real quick. Do those show up? Hold up. Ooh, we got the 20 fragments, boys. Boys and girls, I should say. Should not assume anything. Alright, we got 1 more match. 1 more token. Wait, can you buy refills? No? Oh, maybe. I don't know. Oh, maybe you can. I'm not going to buy refills. I'm free to play. Gotta conserve the gems. Bronze 2, boys. Moving on up. Level 95. Again, I am outclassed level-wise, but as we saw from the last match, that does not necessarily... Maybe by first picking... Every time I've picked Skull Crown first pick, they ban my Skull Crown. So maybe by doing this, I'm psyching them out, making them think that, oh, Skull Crown is my best champion. So he's immediately out the gate, goes with 2 turn meter boost champions. I think I need to switch gears. Well, I definitely want to take Kimmy, because she can strip the buffs if I go second. Strip these buffs, I mean, if I go second. And then we have a block reviver. And a decreased defense champion. The question is, like, I don't know. I don't really know. Jesus, bro. I don't really have a... Where's he at? Where's Kymar? Okay. I went with Kymar instead of Deacon, just because it gives me a secondary buff strip for basically everybody. I'm not concerned with Rotos because Nishak hits twice. Skullcrown hits twice with her A1. That makes things awkward. I could take Sifi. I think I take Sifi. Okay, so he's definitely going first. Man, this was tough. I think I should have taken his Arbiter. Regrets. Instant regrets. Some people make their Sifi faster than their Arbiter. They'll go like Sifi into Arbiter because Sifi puts up the increased speed and block debuffs. It allows you to like counter Torment teams. Yeah, I lost. 100%. I've already lost. Yeah. What's his name? Rotos ignores unkillable, so. No, I'm not doing that. Well, that was fun. Fun and exciting. Something a little different. Okay. So this is my regular, like, daily farming arena team. Wow, Deacon resisted Kymar. Okay, obviously it was a fluke, because my Kymar has way more accuracy than my Nishak. So this guy right here is probably in bronze 2 right now. Just to put that into perspective. I think I could beat this guy. It looks scary, but I think I can do it. Go to sleep. Uh-oh. How did he not die from the bombs? Oh, Sifi cleansed the bombs off at the start of Rotos' turn with her passive. That's fine. I still lit this nerd up. That's what happened. Yeah, Sifi's passive cleanses the debuffs off of Rotos. He didn't actually take damage from the bombs at all. That's what happened. Sorry, I got confused. I don't usually play with the game sound on, and because of that, I miss out on a lot of the sound design in the game. A lot of the earlier like sound effects and stuff are like kind of bad in my opinion, but I think it's kind of cool how when Nishak attacks, you hear like the squeak of all the rats attacking. What's up, Jack? You just missed the live arena. Sorry, bud. Hopefully that's not what you came here for. And then when Lydia does her A2, she lets out, you hear like an evil laugh, like, see if I hold on. Let's show you guys that real quick. Let's adjust the sound settings. Turn the music down a little bit. We're gonna turn the sound effects up, and then I'll jump into a. Let's do Fire Night. Now listen to Lydia's. Listen. Just listen for her little laugh that she does when she A2s. Did you guys hear that? Isn't that neat? I never knew that until like. There it is again. I was watching. I like to go back and watch my live streams and videos and stuff just to kind of look for mistakes that I make, so I can like kind of try to improve on that. And I was watching my live stream from last weekend, and I was like, every time I was like, what is that laugh? What am I hearing? And I realized it was Lydia when she does her A2. In the process of uploading a new video. Very cool. Is that your 10,000 mystery shards for Michinaki video? Alright, that's all I wanted to show you. That she laughs. I think Bad Alcazar does it too. I don't have a Bad Al to show you, but if you ever fight him in campaign, you can hear him like, ah, 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 ah. So next time you fight Bad Alcazar in campaign, listen for that. Turn the sound on. Actually, I guess I could do it real quick just to see. Let's do that. I want to do that real quick. Super random, but we're just having fun, right? Let's see if I can do it on Nightmare. With ooh, Shnikes, you see that? He's got a tower with him. Should be okay. My skull crown. I want to see if she can do it. I'm gonna put some food in here with her. Got some 3 stars I'm working on. Alright, so listen for Bad Al. Oh, you didn't record that? That's a shame. I would definitely want to watch that. Uh-oh. Meep! Yikes. What's different between this and... That's weird. Hold on. She can do 12-6. That's weird. I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't see what happened. Yeah, well, like, what the heck? Okay, hold on. I want to go back in and see what happened. What happened? What's special about? She couldn't have weak hit, right? Is she missing gear? No. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna watch that again. Pay closer attention this time. What? What? Was that a fluke? Was it a oh, this isn't the same stage. This is one stage earlier. Well, surely it can't be that big a difference in the stats, right? Level 190, level 220. So maybe. Well, what's the level of the 260? What? This is the weirdest thing I've ever encountered. Okay, hold on. Let's make sure auto's off. Okay, let's look at what happens here. Oh, Bush. No, that's Missionary, not Bushi. Maybe these guys just have bigger stats? Defense-wise? Yeah, maybe these are just tankier champions than the ones you face in, Huh, okay. Alright, so we'll just have to... Oops, no, not that. This is how we roll to beat campaign. I'll do, I guess it doesn't matter. The camera's reset, I guess. Yeah. So the idea is to listen to Bad L giggle when he attacks. So I'm gonna. I don't think I'll kill him if I A3. Surely not, right? Okay, I'm gonna try to give him a little tickle here. Listen for Bad L. Oh crap! Turn meter reduction. I guess I'd do this. Don't die. Let's be friends. Ah, he died. Crap. Too powerful. Okay. You know what? Forget it. Just trust me. He laughs when he attacks. I promise. Oh, no, I'm streaming right now, so I'm not gonna watch it, but. Okay. Here we go. It's moving. It's moving. Get them gems. Right, well, I guess I really need speed gear, but man, these dungeons take forever. I think I'm just gonna to burn through my energy. I'm gonna do this. They're a little bit faster. I guess I could probably turn the sound effects off again. They're so chunky and crunchy sounding, like chunk 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 chunk. React stream. All right, fine. You talked me into it. Let me know when your video's done, and I'll watch it. I'll watch it live on stream. It better be good. That animation she does with her A2 is so cool, man. She like launches a spirit of herself at the enemy. Should be coming up here. If she has time to do it again, boss might die. Hold on. Watch this animation. It's like it's called Siren's Wail, but she's like launching a spirit of herself at the enemy. It's very cool. Maybe? I kind of really need all my gear to be really fast. Like, hard mode dungeons, all your champions need to be like 250 speed. So like, if a piece of gear doesn't have speed on it, I just can't keep it. And content is only going to get faster and harder as they release new content. So I just can't keep gear that doesn't have speed on it. And with Live Arena, your nukers need to be fast, because if your best turn meter champion gets banned, you need to be like, you don't just want to be a sitting duck. Even your go second like champions need to be fast. I think that's a big mistake a lot of players make, is they'll build like a go second team and then not put any speed, and then they end up not going second. They end up going like third or fourth or fifth, and then they die before they even get a turn. I see that a lot in Arena. I'll see a team that's like super tanky champs, and then they just die because they never got a turn. So it doesn't matter if you're just standing there like a brick wall. I'm gonna break you down. If I get enough swings with my wrecking ball, eventually I'm gonna take it down. It's like my Duchess is like 220, which isn't like crazy fast, but I'm like, she's got speed. My Walking Tomb Drang is like 230. You know, like my El Autumnborn is 300 speed. They still got to be fast. You got to take turns if you want to win the game. That's just all there is to it. I thought about making a Go Second arena team guide.